Hello and welcome. This is episode 104 of Album Review, and today I have the third studio album by progressive rock band Yes. I've actually never heard a Yes record before, and that is maybe a bit strange for you, maybe a bit crazy that I've never listened to Yes before. But I have now. This is requested by Rockdoo, and I thank him for requesting this album because I was curious to hear some Yes records. I could have listened to them in my free time, but I didn't, so go figure. But I'm really glad that I did now because it is really a blast that I have listened to them because it is a really great record by them. This is by like I said, this is the third record, and this is considered the first real building point of Yes, the first great Yes record. And I haven't heard the debut and the second record by them, but I believe they're not as good. They're they weren't really experienced, or they were, but not quite yet. They weren't quite there yet with their classic material, and the Yes album basically stands as the building point for Yes. Although I haven't heard the records, I still have seen by reviews and ratings, stuff like that, that this is the building record, that this album really paved the way for all the other Yes records to come out, the classic material. And well, after this we got a really special album, and it is not requested, but if you want me to do that as well, then let me know. And of course, the record with only 2 songs on there, but yeah, I'm not saying the name because they're pretty obvious albums if you don't know them. They're prog rock royalty. So just check out those albums, check out the Yes album, it is great stuff. I've just listened to it. There are only 6 songs on here, so there's not a lot to talk about. But the songs that are displayed on this record are there's not one song that is 10 minutes. So it doesn't really feel dragged out or something like that. It really all is consistent. Nothing is filler. Everything is killer, stuff like that. Yeah, and the longest song on the record is the opener, which is 9 minutes and 41 seconds, and this song is called Is No Disgrace. And there's one song on here that I can talk about, or that I've memorized, because these are 6 songs that I've listened to the first time ever. So I've just said that this is the first time I'm listening to Yes, or the first time I'm listening to a record by them. I've listened to a few songs here and there, some singles, but not really an album. So there we are. This is the first real album that I'm doing by them, and the opener, Yours No Disgrace, is a great opening piece. It is, like I said, the longest song on the record. Yeah, what I really love about this track, and mostly dominated on this record, is that the acoustic guitar really is dominated with the bass. I really love that combination of just instrument playing over each other, and the vocals by, I believe, John Anderson really fit the quiet and the peaceful mood on this track. John Anderson does the vocals and the drums, I believe, the percussion. Yeah, but this is a great opening piece. It is the longest on the record. I still have to listen to it more to really give you an insight about it. Then we get a really magical song like Starship Trooper, which has 3 sequences. We have Life Seeker, Dissolution, and Worm. And just everything on this song is just amazing. Just the 3 sequences are really well placed, really well played. The title is really trippy. It really sounds like you're fighting just, well, maybe aliens or monsters from outer space. It really is a great title, Starship Trooper. Yeah, and just the song itself is just a bit more keyboard driven to really give you that outer space feel. And when you just listen to the track, it really, you can really space out to this track, man. It's also really long, 9.5 minutes. A bit shorter than Yours Is No Disgrace, but Starship Trooper is still a classic song by this band. And then we get into a song that is, yeah, the only song by Yes that I really know, and that is I've Seen All Good People. And this track is almost 7 minutes, and this is one of the most popular Yes songs, although I wouldn't say not my favorite of the record. That would be Yours Is No Disgrace or Starship Trooper. But I've Seen All Good People is a really important track for the band because it really paved the way for what would come later in their career. And yeah, just being really radio friendly and having really great harmonic and yeah, just great vocals and generals with the pounding percussions that are dominated on this track really blend in well with the how do you say that, the duo singing, stuff like that really works out well, that combination. And yeah, this is a really important single for the band because it really popularized their career. Of course, there's one song and one album after this one that really was commercial and really made them popular, but this is still a really important track for them that paved the way and built their career. And they would later release their masterpieces, but more on that in the future. Yeah, and then we get the last song, and yeah, by the way, Clap and Avenger are good songs, but they're only 3 minutes long, and I cannot really talk about them because there's not really a lot to talk about. But then we get the closing song, which is Perpetual Change. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, this is also one of the longest songs, clocking in at almost 9 minutes. Yeah, this song is a bit more bass driven, I believe, by Chris Squire. Yeah, the bass guitar is played by Chris Squire, and I actually see that a lot of people do the vocals, or well, not a lot. Yeah, just only two band members, John Anderson and Chris Squire. There we are. But yeah, just this record, this song overall is just a great closer for the record. A bit more soft driven, although this record is really soft driven, but the 6-track Perpetual Change, I'm not gonna say that again, is really I believe the most, well, just the low is the most easy, not the most accessible. That is I've Seen All Good People, but this is still one track that is really more softer in tone, softer in the keyboards, etc. And really closes out the album well, like the end credits are rolling or stuff like that. It really works out, it really makes for a great ending. And yeah, this is just a great song to close out the album. I have to listen to the entire record more to really yeah, that's a word, right? I have to listen to the record more to give you really an insight about the record, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, I think if you love progressive rock, well, I'm pretty sure if you love progressive rock, you're gonna love Yes. You're gonna love some classic Yes records like the Yes album. And I actually read here that Stephen Wilson of Porcupine Tree created a new stereo mix. Yeah, that is one thing that Stephen Wilson does a lot. I've read it also on Emerson, Lake and Palmer, that he remixed that album as well, or he just remastered it, stuff like that. Make the mixing better, etc. Yeah, you gotta love Stephen Wilson, but more on that guy later. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into his career, but there we are. This is Yes, and not Porcupine Tree or Stephen Wilson. But I have reviewed records by the band, so PT, so go check them out. But overall, Yes is a great band, and the Yes album is just, like I said, it really paved the way for for the other albums to come. And yeah, this is the building album. This paved the way for the classic material, the classic lineup, stuff like that. And yeah, this remains a Yes classic and one of their best records this period. My rating for this record is a 9.2. It really comes close to perfection. I only think that the album is a bit weaker on tracks like Clap and Avenger, but still the other 4 tracks are really classics. Really love them and are among the greatest songs of Yes's career. I hope you have enjoyed this album review. Like and subscribe to the channel. You also know for more videos like this one. Let me know what you think about Yes. What do you think about the records? Do you think this is their best record? Do you think it is the worst? Just let me know in the comments and we can discuss it. I hope you've enjoyed this album review, all the things I just said, and enjoy the videos. Enjoy prog, yeah. Enjoy one of the most explorative, if that is a word, one of the most imaginative, one of the most creative genres ever created. Prog is amazing. God bless, stay safe, take care, and have a nice day. And enjoy Yes.